I'm just extremely happy with the way I feel, or I'm satisfied. What I have gained यहाँ आने से ना is that sense of being, of just being human.
It's a road less travelled in many ways. These young professionals come from among the best institutions of the country but found their calling in the most poverty-struck villages of India. Their goal is to find a way by which poor, rural communities can be made capable to lead a better life. This is not a job, they say. Being in Pradhan is a way of life. Pradhan was founded in 1983 with the belief that educated professionals with head and heart need to work in India's villages to bring about change.
If we want to change our institutions, if we want to change our society, each one of us has to take responsibility. If things are not working in the village, we've got to go and try to bring change there.
2000, 3000.
When Prakash and Suchit started the self-help group in Tilsiriamba Toli village in Jharkhand, they had to deal with women who were illiterate and very poor. Their families were deeply in debt, victim to the greed of the village moneylender. Teaching such women to save and lend, keep accounts and improve their livelihood, they took one step at a time. 5 years down the line, many things have changed.
6 माह के लिए भर खाने के लिए होता था, उसके बाद 6 माह हम लोग को भूखे रहना पड़ता। पहले वो देहाती धान को कर रहे थे तो 3-4 अड़िया बोलते हैं, 3-4 बोरा हम लोग का लग जाता था थी बीज, और उसमें हम लोग का बहुत ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा होता था तो 50 अड़िया से ज़्यादा, 50 बोरा से ज़्यादा नहीं होता था। लेकिन अभी प्रधान से जुड़े और अभी ललाट धान कर रहे हैं और सब थी नियम अनुसार कर रहे हैं, खाद उद दे रहे हैं, जैसे बताते हैं वैसे ही कर रहे हैं। तो अभी मेरा 150 बोरा धान होता है, 2 गुना से भी ज़्यादा। अब तो हम लोग को साल भर खा के भी 10,000 का अभी धान बेचते हैं। अभी हम लोग का महिला मंडल में लगभग 1.5 लाख का पूंजी हो गया।
At the core of Pradhan's strategy is the belief that communities themselves have to be made capable to take their development agenda forward. In all its programs, Pradhan has shown how marginalized women can become the most effective agent of social change. For example, this is the Narmada Mahila Sangh, a federation of SHG leaders in Hoshangabad district of Madhya Pradesh. These women who did not step out of their homes earlier are today asserting their identity and fighting for their rights and entitlements.
रोजगार गारंटी में काम नहीं मिलता था पहले हमारे को, लेकिन हम संघ के द्वारा मिलने से हम जब जैसे बात होती है ना तो भाई चलो अपन चलते हैं, कहाँ जाएंगे, अपन ग्राम सभा में जाएंगे, तो हम उस जगह हमारे पहले बैठालते थे नहीं, बहुत दिक्कतें आती थी हमारे को। तो उस जगह में आज की स्थिति ये है कि हमारे को उपत के बुलाते हैं कि आओ आप बैठो, तो हम वो आवेदन लगा के हम रोजगार गारंटी का भी काम हमारे को पंचायत से मिल जाता है। तो आज की स्थिति में हमको अकेली व्यक्ति को अगर कलेक्टर नहीं वो मंत्री के पास भी बैठा दे हमको, तो हम हिम्मत कर सकते हैं कि उससे बात करना है हमको जरूरी।
Pradhan believes the poor can overcome poverty if they are enabled with the right skills to earn a better income. Its livelihood interventions focus on natural resources including land, water, forests and livestock, as well as non-farm micro-enterprises. As a strategic principle, Pradhan raises livelihood investments by linking the poor to government programs and banks. Once dry and arid, these fields in Jharkhand are now giving a high yield of paddy and unprecedented harvest of mango and vegetables thanks to Pradhan's watershed program. This started with Pradhan mobilizing the villagers to demand employment under the Employment Guarantee Act to build ponds and wells in their village. Now, with reliable sources of irrigation, the farmers are selling hundreds of tons of vegetables every day both in the local and bigger markets in Rourkela and Ranchi.
पहले हम लोग का गोड़ा मड़ुआ जो लगाते थे तो क्या कहिए 4 मन 5 मन ऐसे होता था। अभी तो एक साल में हम लोग 35,000 रुपये का बेचे, तो अगले हम लोग को बढ़ते जाएगा तो हम लोग मतलब हर साल के लाख रुपया का आमदनी हम लोग का आम से घुसेगा।
ये वाला सर देखिए ना, ये वाला देखिए कैसे है। ये
Over the last 2 decades, Pradhan has worked relentlessly with the tribal communities to revive tussar sericulture in Jharkhand. These communities used primitive methods of rearing, which gave a very poor yield of cocoons. Pradhan cracked this problem by setting up local drainage centers where young rearers were trained to produce disease-free tussar eggs on a commercial scale. This innovation turned out to be a game changer. The harvest of cocoons increased significantly and fetched the rearers a good income. Pradhan soon organized them into a collective to give them a stronger bargaining power in the market.
ये काफ़ी कॉन्फिडेंट है। अभी हमारा और किसी हेल्प की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती है, टेक्निकल सपोर्ट की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती है, उनको लोन की ज़रूरत पड़ती है, वो हमारे पास नहीं आते हैं, वो खुद से बैंक में जाते हैं, किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड के थ्रू लोन लेते हैं और किसी टाइप ऑफ कहीं कोई जो प्राइवेट बैंक है उनके पास भी जाते हैं, वहाँ से मैंने अपना फंड का खुद से जुगाड़ करते हैं। वो इतना इम्पोर्टेंस समझ गए हैं।
बहुत खुश हो। हम तो बूढ़ा आदमी, वो लुंगी अगर यदि एक जगह मैंने इतना सा फट जाएगा ना, हटाओ ये लुंगी, जाओ जयपुर मंटू का दुकान चले जाओ, दुकान पकड़ा हुआ है वहाँ। पैंट अगर यदि इधर बढ़ते बढ़ते जरा सा मैंने वो ककड़ में फूटो हो, नहीं ये पैंट नहीं, हमें दूसरा पैंट चाहिए। गंजी एक गंजी नहीं, 2-3 गंजी। मैंने अभी तो मैंने जितना आमदनी है उतना भी खर्च।
They are among the most vulnerable tribes of India, the Kandhas. This is Kantmal in Orissa. Almost every household earns a minuscule income by stitching plates of siali leaves. But the profit is made by middlemen who sell the plates at 10 times the price in urban markets. Pradhan intervened by providing training and technology to the women to improve their product quality, and also organized them into a cooperative that sold the products directly to wholesale buyers. Today, the cooperative is about to become the largest supplier of siali plates in Orissa. The women's income has tripled, and so has their joy and confidence. It is a similar story for the Gond tribe in Hoshangabad in Madhya Pradesh. With diminishing yields from agriculture, Pradhan introduced home-based poultry as a new livelihood. On the one hand, the women were trained to rear poultry birds in the backyard of their homes, and on the other, a number of village youth were trained as sparrowets to monitor the production. The women farmers were organized into a cooperative so that they could collectively withstand the lean phases of the volatile broiler market. Today, many such cooperatives are the largest commercial players in Jharkhand and Madhya Pradesh, with a turnover of over 100 crore rupees. Today, Pradhan reaches out to nearly 250,000 families in Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, Rajasthan and West Bengal. While living and working in remote locations struck with poverty and distress is not easy, professionals in Pradhan say they have good reasons to keep going.
You can see the change in so many lives of people, so that's the biggest fulfillment. And as Pradhan is growing, it's growing in the more, it's going to the remote and remoter areas. Poor and poorer people. We are now in Bastar, we are in Kalahandi, and the hotbeds of poverty. So that's also another challenge that we are facing, and we are going ahead with that challenge. That's also very fulfilling.
Guided by the vision of its founders, Pradhan consciously strives to give its professionals an inspiring and challenging environment to function in. This means an environment where innovation is encouraged and dissent is welcome.
Pradhan is a place, where there's a lot of freedom to express. Also everybody's views is listened to very, very carefully.
If you are organized, then you can do a lot more. And therefore comes the need for certain types of organizations where you find kindred spirits who share your ideas, who share your ambition, who share your zeal, and then it is time to look at organizations like Pradhan, whom I consider to be organizations of nation builders.
Today, Pradhan is proactively working towards influencing policies that can improve the quality of life in India's villages.
The major difference that Pradhan makes in many of these interventions is we speak from experience. So if we say that self-help groups need to be promoted in such and such way, and this is what really leads to a good quality group, and this is the kind of investment that would be required for doing watershed development, the people who matter in policy, they sit up and listen.
It was the early 20th century when Mahatma Gandhi said that India lives in its villages. A century later, India is still living in its villages. 2/3 of its people are rural. With such a huge mass living in deprivation, India's progress is an illusion. The biggest hope of renewal rests on those professionals who will reach out to India's villages and enable its poor to live a life of dignity.
We are not just implementers of programs. We go out there to help to work with other citizens in the spirit of citizenship to demand and to use what is guaranteed to them by the Constitution of India. Finally, the Constitution of India needs to come to life, and it's young Indians who can make that happen.